Okay, here we are with HP's 5200 series multi-jet fusion 3D printer. This system actually is comprised of two machines. There's the printer itself here, and then this is the processing station. This does all the material handling and unpacking the builds once they're complete. So as you may or may not know, this machine can reuse up to 80% of the powder in a new build. So in other words, 80% of the powder you use for a new build will come out of this drum here, and the rest will be new powder that comes out of the supply right there. So once you fill up a build cart with powder, in my case PA12, you will bring it to the printer. And I can't take it out right now because the door is locked, but I can show you inside. So I've loaded the build cart. You can see maybe powder in there, maybe not. That's not a full build, but this one will not be. This is only about a half build. So I already had enough powder. But there you can see the fusing lamps. This is the print carriage where the actual printing heads are. And then a series of filters and other devices that help keep the print heads clean, which I can show you in another video. But as a general breakdown, in here are your fusing and detailing agents. The fusing agent is actually what fuses the PA12 into the part. And the detailing agent assures that the part has the proper finish. Most of what comes out of this machine can be used for finished parts, but is also used for prototyping. It's much faster and less expensive in many cases, depending on what you're trying to accomplish. So in my case, I do some post-processing, pretty simple stuff. You have to remove the powder no matter what. I imagine some clients may order it without being media blasted, but not recommended. We do a lot of aerospace. We do some performance automotive for Porsche Cup cars. We even do consumer goods that are being prototyped for your home. But right here is where we will process with a fine glass bead. So we'll get all the powder off of the parts. That's essential just to have a finished part that's not caked in powder. And it's not really something you can remove with compressed air, unfortunately. You do need to get it out of all the crevices and out of the fine hills and valleys of the finish. But as you'll see, the finish itself is very fine. So we dye parts here, and then we Cerakote them primarily. Cerakote is an extremely hard finish. It can be air cured, which is what we have here. And here are some parts that are just finishing up. I can open the door. It's a little loud in here, hopefully you can hear me. But these are Cup car intakes that have been Cerakote. Also works for consumer automotive, in this case Porsche GT cars. Here we have a series of mass airflow housings, different models. But as you can see, we get a very smooth OEM finish with Cerakote. And even without, which I'll show you in a moment, it is a very nice finish. So those are going out soon. There's our cool light wall. Got to show that. It's kind of hidden right now, but you know, still neat. Okay. So here's the example of a finish, this top half here. It's a 1 unit deal right now, but you can see the finish is very smooth. Hopefully I'm getting a good focus there. All right, let's try that, yeah. So this is actually a botched part, but you can see it comes out of the media blaster very smooth, so it's very dimensionally accurate. PA12 has a series of characteristics that are good for heat management, strength. It does have a little bit of flexibility in it, but all around a great material, and it's used for a lot more applications than I think people often think nylon can be used for, and that's primarily just a byproduct of how far along the materials come with this latest iteration. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what we do. We love working with clients on hard projects. We do a lot of really big parts. You'll see these machines used quite often for small production runs, small being both in the size of the part and, you know, quantities less than 5,000. We do that, but we also can specialize in finished goods that are larger, or just prototype parts that are larger and you need high level of dimensional accuracy, or you need a finish that looks nice so you can show it off at a trade show or take photographs and video, perhaps for, you know, direct to consumer sales. So yeah, reach out anytime and we can get it to you fast, 72 hours or less. Hope you enjoyed this little tour.